Hello, this is Ray with Altitude Alert once again. In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to use the slide in, slide out mode or swipe in, swipe out mode. You use this mode to be able to use it side by side with your favorite EFB apps such as ForeFlight or Garmin Pilot or FlyQ EFB. To get started, we're going to open the app and then go to the application settings. Then we'll select notifications. I'm using iOS 11 at this point, so if you've got anything prior to iOS 11, it's going to be a slightly different setup, and you can look in the user guide to see the differences, but this is iOS 11. In the alerts section of notifications, we want to make sure that persistent is selected versus the temporary option. This is important because when Altitude Alert is in the background, iOS will generate these notifications on top of your EFB app. Honestly, this is what makes Altitude Alert so powerful, as you can then focus on navigating, flying the approach, and doing other activities, knowing that Altitude Alert is going to generate the appropriate alert from the background. Next, we need to make sure that multitasking is all activated, because that's really how you get this whole slide in, slide out thing to work, is through multitasking. So we're going to go back to the settings screen and then scroll up to General, over to Multitasking and Dock. And I just recommend that all of these switches are turned on, and then this is going to work perfectly. Now let's head back to Altitude Alert by touching the Altitude Alert back button in the top left-hand corner of the screen. To configure slide in, slide out, we need to open up our EFB. So in this case, I'll use ForeFlight. So to do this, hit the home button and then select ForeFlight. Then swipe the dock up from the bottom of the screen. Touch and hold the Altitude Alert icon. Drag it up to the right-hand side of the screen and let go. That's it. Slide in, slide out's now configured, and you can now set the altitude selector, altimeter settings, the takeoff landing field elevation, the DA/MDA, everything that you could do when Altitude Alert was in its foreground mode, occupying the whole screen, can now be done in this smaller interface. When you're done making adjustments, just touch the left side of the interface and then swipe it to the right. When you want to bring it back, you swipe from the right side of the screen left, and then the interface will come back.